Hello.
Hello. We're
Back again.
back again, yeah.
After last Sunday. Good God.
Oh yeah, that was mad. That.
I think we spent the half an hour after the live stream just with that.
Yeah, literally going, oh my God.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're back though. Another week. We've recovered. So
Yeah, we have just about.
thank you everybody last week for your donations.
Yeah, thank you everyone. That was brilliant.
Summer.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just been a bit of a slow week this week.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening with certain stuff, so videos took a back seat slightly.
Yeah.
It's Christmas for starters, so it's Christmas pressure. It's my dad obviously is recovering from hip surgery, so we're taking him at the moment to like physio and stuff like that.
Right.
So it just means that I've not had enough chance to sit down and do some stuff for the channel.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to.
Yeah.
But some stuff's not turned up, so I'm still waiting for certain things to turn up. And yeah.
Yeah. Trouble is, at the moment, there's going to be delays because of postage.
Yeah.
It's just one of them. I mean, I know Hachette, I'm probably going to get delays with them because they deliver via Royal Mail.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we've got, Every doing Fan Home. So, yeah. So I did take the decision at the weekend. I did put a post out that I'm only going to be doing one once a week now, the Enterprise D, just so I've got at least something I can guarantee to go out on the channel. Yeah,
I've definitely got stuff that I'm doing in the week. We'll also put a sort of a spanner in the works. I was due to get issue 46 of the Dalek, and it wasn't there. It's on back order, and they do turn up, and I've got no problems with that. But it meant that there was no Dalek issue this week, which is fine. I'm just hoping that the next ones are all there.
Yeah.
But they do turn up, so I'm not overly fussed about it, and it's one of those issues where I can skip it and still continue the build as normal.
Right.
So there was that, but there is content for the channel. It's just
waiting for things to come in.
Yeah. Just getting a bit of free time to sit here for an hour or two to get it out. So
yeah. Right. Well, we have got one little bit of news, which was announced this week, and that is Agora Models. When it comes up, doing the Cutty Sark.
Yes.
Now, we have seen this before, haven't we? I'm sure D'Agostino did it.
Yeah, I think it was brought out by Model Space. I'm 100% sure it was.
Yeah. So, another wooden ship from Agora.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go through it. So, this is coming in March 2026. So, it is up for pre-order at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad looking, to be honest with you.
Nice. No, it looks good. That rigging, though.
Yeah, looking at that looks crazy. I mean, I'm sure
it would look stunning, but that rigging's going to be, something else.
It is. But they are looking at it as a open hull again.
Yeah, nice.
So, like the Constitution, they are offering it as you can do it as an open hull. Or you can have it closed hull. Depends what your preference is, really.
Yeah, it looks like a sort of cutaway version, that. Yeah, look, it's like half it's exposed and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another wooden ship to add to the collection that's out there. So you got all your bits and pieces, you hover over, flags, merchant, naval, and all that. So, so scale 175 scale. Length is 1,155 millimeters. Width is 387 millimeters. Height is 685 millimeters. And approximate number of parts is 7,500. So, it just says construction type, shipyard, arsenal, finish, complete or exposed hull. So, like I said, they're going for that again. And then decoration, bare wood or painted kit included. And then it says features mahogany oaks and lime woods, hand stitched cotton sails with bolt ropes, photo etched brass and zamac, accommodation ladder, solid oak display stand, 1/1 scale templates, paint, varnish and brushes, photographic build instructions, materials supplied allow a choice of planking on both sides of the hull or to be left exposed. And then it just goes through a list of materials.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got oak frames there, deck planking. Like I said, we've got a ladder there, on it, stern, sails and rigging, and deck detail as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a little video there, but I don't want to. I don't play it, guys, because we don't want to get copyrighted for this live stream. But again, you can check which way you want to do it, whether you want to do it 12 months or 24 months. So yeah, there we go. Or now this is something I haven't seen before. Right at the beginning, you can have a one-off payment, so you can get it all in one right before it's even finished. And that is £1,499. So
yeah, so they're actually giving you all three options there, which
yeah.
So
you got the history and everything, and so like I said, I think that option is you can get it all now is because I think it is definitely one we've seen before with model space.
Yes.
But if you're a wooden shipbuilder, then yeah, there you go, guys.
Yeah, they seem to be doing quite well with their wooden ships.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll pull that out.
So there it is, guys. I mean, I'm not a wooden shipbuilder. I did start the wooden Titanic, but obviously we know what happened with that, with Eagle Moss. So yeah, I think that rigging would be a little bit too much for me. Definitely a little bit too much for me, but
it's all over, isn't it? With that,
it shows wooden ships as a partwork though is still possible, which is
because a lot of the old wooden models, like the Titanic and the Bismarck, which were originally wooden models, are all die cast now. So yeah, like you were saying, it does sort of show that there's still a market out there for the old wooden ships.
Yes, definitely. Because everybody's, they expect the metal and plastic, and it's still good that they are still doing wooden ships.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, guys, that is really the only news we've had this week so far. That Agora have announced this one.
Because we had quite a lot of info last week with Hachette and that. It's gone back to being quiet again, though we are now creeping into sort of the Christmas period now, I would say.
Yeah. So there we go. And I think didn't Agora say that the Orca is very close to coming out as well?
Yes. I think it's very close to going on pre-order. Because I think that's the sort of one that I think most of their stuff tends to go on pre-order before it comes out.
Yeah.
So, and I think they also mentioned the 007 cars are also quite near to being on pre-order as well.
Right.
So, it's exciting new year. We've got all those ones from Hachette.
Yeah.
We've got stuff coming out from Agora. We're going to have stuff from Fan Home as well. So at the moment, what we do know is that it's going to be quite an eventful year in terms of Partworks.
We did say that last year, though, if you remember.
Yeah, last year was last year we said the same thing, and it was just manic. I mean, you check about all the stuff that's come out this year.
Yeah.
It's been a bit crazy, but I think next year's going to be crazy as well. So
yeah. So, I mean, I think it's a skill I'd love to learn to do is like wooden shipbuilding, but it's taking that plunge.
Yeah, it's with because you have to use like sort of the templates, don't you? And the binding techniques and stuff to bind the planks and stuff together, and the bending of them and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's much more hands-on. I would say
it definitely is, but yeah, I think it's one of them things. It's like airbrushing, isn't it? You really want to sort of get into it, but are really worried that it's not.
Yeah, once you start, you sort of going, oh, I'd like to get into that, and then you're sort of a bit hesitant at the start. Yeah. Then once you do it, you just want to airbrush everything.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Right. Well, we'll go straight into comments then, because, like I said, that's the only news we've had tonight. That is it. Yeah, it's literally. That's it. Literally, it's it. Right. There's only 2 comments tonight that didn't come through to restream.
Right. Okay.
So I've got D Harris, who says a very good evening, Mark and Kev. So good evening, D.
Hi, D.
Then we've got David Hawley, who says a very good evening, Kev and Mark, and all in chat. That time of the week again. Let's have a good one. Oh yes, definitely.
Yes.
So, thank you, David, and welcome.
Thank you, David. Welcome.
Yeah. Now I can go over to StreamYard. We've got Will's Workshop in, who says good evening all. Good evening, Will.
Hi, Will.
Welcome. And then D has gone again, and another good evening, Mark and Kev. So good evening, D.
Hi, D.
Spider Spruce says hi, Mark and Kev. So hi, Spider.
Hiya.
We've got Dave Matt Bills in, who says good evening, Mark and Kev. Have a great stream tonight. Yeah, definitely. Then we've got Andy Carroll, who says hi, Mark and Kev and people in chat. Hope everyone had a great week. Let's have another fantastic stream tonight. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, last week's is going to take. That's going to take some beating.
I'm still recovering really from that.
Well, no, when we weren't offline, Kev, I had to answer. I think we've peaked. I don't think we can go any higher than that.
Week. We definitely. Yeah, it was definitely a peaked moment.
Yeah. It's like, do we carry on? But yeah. We've got Ian's World of Models in, who says, evening, Mark and Kev. Have a great stream. Good evening, Ian, and welcome.
Hi, Ian, welcome.
And we've got Kevin and Mary, who say, evening, everyone. Good evening, Kevin and Mary.
Evening.
We've got Stephen Haynes Models, who says, hi, Kevin and Mark. So good evening, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Channel hopped again and says, hi, Mark and Kev. So there we go. Then we've got Chef Orkin, who says evening both, and chat. Good evening, Chef Ork. Welcome.
Hi, Chef Ork. Welcome.
And we've got Burgess in, who says evening all. Good evening, Burgess. Welcome.
Hi, Burgess.
And then we've got Todd from Marvel Phoenix, who says hello and good evening all. So hello, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
And then we've got Mark's Hobbies, who says hi one and all. So hi, Mark's Hobbies.
Hi, Mark's Hobbies.
And then we've got Will's Workshop, who says Skyline video out tomorrow. I have also completed the Megazord, which may be out midweek. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Right. Cool, yeah.
Yeah, nice to see that completed. I still wish you could sign up for that, but you can. It's still only 12 months. It's only full kit only.
Yeah, I've got the latest pack, but I'm missing 2 issues from it, so I can't actually do that one at the minute.
Oh, you're joking.
No, I did get I don't check the portal very often. When it turned up, I noticed that there was 2 issues missing, and then when I went on portal, it said that they were out of stock and they'll be in the next pack, hopefully.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with quality control at the warehouse of Fan Home, because a lot of people have been saying that they're missing parts or they're missing magazines or... Yeah, I think they really need to get themselves sorted.
It's the time of the year, I think, but yeah, it's not the first time I've had something come and there was something missing out of it. It's part and part, but it means I can't. Well, I can do 3 issues of that, but I can't do anything more because I've got this gap in between the issues that I've received. So I just have to wait for that one. But yeah, I think stuff like that just happens.
You need to do an inventory. It's just, I have to do it. When I get them, I open them up, put on my spreadsheet what I've got, and then, make sure everything is there. I even do that with Hachette, and I did it when I was doing Agora builds as well.
Yeah, with the Megazord, I've got issues 57, 58, 59, and 62. I'm missing 60 and 61. They will come in the next pack, but there's that gap in between now. I haven't got. I did also get part of the premium base as well, which I can do. So I can do the first 3 issues, but I can't do any more because I've got that there. So
yeah, okay. We've got Trevor in Hand Collectibles, who says, "Evening lads, have a great stream." Hiya Trevor, welcome.
Hi Trevor, welcome.
And Burgess says, "A wooden model shipbuilder on YouTube has said the Agora Constitution is the best quality kit available." Wow.
Yeah, I don't think there's not. I think there are companies that do the wooden model ships, but I don't think they're as mainstream as they used to be.
No.
I think most people now do the plastic resin kits now.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is. I think that kind of skill is not passed on.
Yeah, I was going to say there is a skill to it.
Yeah.
Which was quite popular, very late, years ago. But nowadays, I think sort of the Partworks that we're doing now is what people want. They don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to glue bits together. They don't want things to be coloured, or they want all that done for them. They just want the 2 bits and you just click them together, or you put them together and you stick it together. That's what they want. So I think that sort of old style model building, wood and stuff like that, is sort of a lost art.
Comparing doing the Harshak Titanic to when I was doing the Eagle Moss Titanic, there is a lot more involved in doing wooden shipbuilding than putting it together, which takes up more of your time. So a simple stage where it could take you 5 minutes, or blink and you miss it, a wooden ship, it would take a heck of a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I think doing just the ribs, I think on the Constitution. I mean, Wayne would probably be, or John even would probably be the best people. But I think that doing something like that is not something you can do in a day.
No,
I'm almost certain that would probably, just to build that part, would probably be a couple of days, 3 or 4 days at least. And I think nowadays people don't want that. They want it quick.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people like that. Well, we've seen it with people. People don't want to delay it. People don't want to wait for their stuff. They want it now.
Yeah.
And it's the same when they're model building as well. They want to progress quicker, if you know what I mean.
You see, I'm a little bit. I used to be like that, but I'm not anymore. I'd rather have more to do.
I think it's more of an age thing as well.
Yeah.
I think obviously as you get older, you slow down, and I think building it becomes something that you do. You take your time with. Where at the moment, I think more younger people, I would say, want to do the modelling, but don't want the time scale for it, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. D says a very nice model. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just, I look at that rigging and it gives me, because that's another skill within itself, really, is rigging.
That's the whole point. It's a bit like it's the whole ethics of it, isn't it? It's the whole sort of rigging that is all part of it, if you know what I mean. Sort of timing and skill. Do you remember years ago they used to do ships in a bottle? Do you remember? They used to have to build it with tweezers in a bottle, and it's sort of a dying art. It's the same with you've seen the I think they're called T-scale or something like that, the model railways they sit on.
Right.
The trains that they sit on, they have in gardens or they have in events and things like that. Yeah. That's also sort of a dying art because a lot of them are sort of hand built. So they hand build these things and they make all the bits and all the piping and they have to bring it. And I think nowadays, I don't think that skill's there anymore. It's sort of a lost art.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
D says, Matt, you should give it a go. Don't let the rigging put you off. Yeah, but I think I'd rather do something smaller, less expensive, before committing to something that size.
Yeah.
And that intense, if you know what I mean.
It's just sort of like you're saying, but it's the same thing with the sort of air spray stuff.
Yeah.
Spraying and that. It's sort of, you want to start small scale to get used to it.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things that once you do it, you're like, I want to do another one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that more than I realised I want to do that again and again.
So yeah, I'd rather do something small, see what it's like, and then go on to something a bit bigger, if it's for me. Burgess says Okra and Billing Boats and many more are still making a ton of wooden ships. They are
indeed, yeah. I think there is a market for it, but I think that market is a lot smaller than it used to be.
Yeah, I think, is it Okra? They have just redone the 1/250 scale Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Added a load of new stuff to it, and yeah, they've redone it all. So, yeah, looks amazing. I was having a look a while ago, and it just really looks nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We've got Alex Builds in who says, hi, Mark and Kev. Hi, everyone. Hiya, Alex. Welcome.
Hi, Alex. Welcome.
Dee says, and Amati are still doing wooden models. Yes. No, I think it was Amati I looked on, not Okra.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there is still, I just don't think it's as mainstream as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Partworks companies, you've got to think as well that Model Space did some, Eagle Moss did some as well, and Hachette as well. So they've all done the wooden ships, but they've all sort of moved away. All of them have moved away from them. And like I was saying as well, the ones they did do in wood, they're now doing in die cast and plastic, like the Bismarck and the Titanic.
Yeah.
Both of them originally came out with wooden models, and now they've been updated.
Well, they did do the Doll's House. That was part wood, part plastic.
Yeah, a lot of the there's no wood in the Snoopy house.
No.
But I do think the Moomin's house is all wood as well. So there are certain aspects for the wood. Do you remember when Eagle Moss were going to do Diagon Alley?
Yes.
And that was all going to be wooden kits as well. So I think there is a call for wood. I just don't think it's used as much as it used to be.
Well, look at all the people that are doing book nooks and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and is it the gear stuff?
U-Gears.
U-Gears, yeah. There's still market out there for that, but in terms of wooden ships and Partworks, it's smaller than it used to be.
Yeah.
I still think it's there, but I think if you offered someone a die cast, using screws and stuff like that, I think they would prefer that. Because, like you're saying, there's more of a skill to it, or it's more hands-on. But I think a lot of people don't want that anymore. They just want the bits painted already. They don't want to fuss about like that.
No.
It's not like original model building. I mean, you can even if you look at the kits now. Obviously, I've got my Transformer kit here and the Gun 2 ones as well. They literally will just snap together.
Yeah.
But it's almost getting rid of like the glue and the spurt and all that sort of stuff. It's almost getting rid of it. So you can still have a quality model, but you don't have to paint it or glue it or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that's what people want. And it's sort of like you're saying, it's sort of dying out because that's what they want. Even Airfix are doing models like that, aren't they?
Yes.
Just click together. So it's a sort of, I suppose it's a changing of the times, but yeah.
Trevor says, hi guys, just off to work, but I'll re-listen later. Okay, no problem,
Okay,
Trevor.
mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, definitely. If you can at work.
Yeah, I was going to say if you can.
Yeah. Dee says, and a good evening all on Kev's side. So Dee's now channel hopping. Ian's World of Models says, I was thinking of doing the cutty sack, but I don't fancy the rigging either. So I thought I could build as it is at Greenwich, with just the masts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you the truth, a lot of the Bismarcks that people did, they never did the rigging on them.
No, lots of yours got John did yours, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and he actually did the rigging. But I know a lot of people never got round to doing the rigging on their Bismarcks.
Yeah. It's a skill in itself, that is. It's yeah,
definitely. Especially if you're doing like the ropes you climb up.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They look wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. D says wooden model is definitely a dying art. Very few builders on YouTube, but probably more builders not on YouTube or social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a case of it's not being passed on.
No. I
No.
I would imagine that some people will see their grandparents doing it.
Yeah.
And then they try and get them involved, but the young generation, they don't, unless it's on a tablet, mate. I haven't got any interest.
No.
I think it's an age thing. It's one of those things where I think quite young, they want more young people to take up modelling, but I think it's one of those things where they're not interested at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's something that comes later on in life. You kind of find it later on, I think.
Yeah.
It's something that modelling in general, so I used to do it when I was younger. And then there was a big period where I didn't do anything because, I was at that age.
Yeah.
And then I sort of got back into it. So I think it's very similar as well. So, I used to build model Star Trek ships when I was like 12 and 13. And I used to do Warhammer as well. And then when I got to like 16, other stuff was more of a priority. And then obviously when I get into my 30s, I suppose I had more disposable income and that, and I was able to do it again. So
yeah, it's amazing what you go back to.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Got Daniel Deaning, who says, "Evening, Kevin and Mark." Good evening, Daniel. Welcome.
Hi, Daniel, welcome.
D says, "A Matty doing the new Titanic. Probably a better kit now compared to the 20-year-old version." Yeah, it is a Matty doing it. The new one is amazing. It really is. I'm very, very tempted on it because it really does look nice. Very detailed as well. So, and you get a proper wooden deck with it.
Nice.
Real wooden deck. So, very. Steve Adams says, "Oh gosh, our Sternia Latina have got wooden ships by level. You can do one of the initial level ships." Ah, right.
All right. Okay.
I'll have to have a look at that then. Yeah, definitely. Mark's Hobby says, "Is anyone doing the RB19 with D'Agostini?" Well, it's not D'Agostini anymore now. It's all under Fan Home, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Fan Home now. If you even on the Facebook groups, I've changed them all over to Fan Home now.
Yeah. I'm not personally, but the Red Bull isn't really my era of watching Formula One. If I was going to do one, it would be the Michael Schumacher F1 car.
Yeah, I'm not doing it either, but there are a few people that are. There is a Facebook group as well.
Yeah.
It's worth checking out all of that if there's a problem or something, or you need some help.
But no, me personally, no, I'm not doing it. But I would consider the Michael Schumacher Ferrari. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I can't. Like I say, I would love to help, but I can't because I'm not building it, so I don't know anything about that.
So Daniel says, "Kevin, have to say, watching your video of the skyline yesterday, and love the shots you got. I'm almost finished with mine as well."
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot more. So the day we finished that, it was absolutely chucking down with rain. So my plan is to take it outside, get some nice outside shots, and I'm going to shoot it with the charger as well.
Gosh, you might as well wait until next year to get good weather.
I know, it's sort of it goes from one extreme to the other. So we had really nice hot weather, then we had wind, then we had snow, then we got rain. It really doesn't know what it's doing at the minute.
Right. Oh, it actually says, because I can't see mine on Fan Home portal.
Ah, right. Okay. If there's a problem with the portal, normally just ring them up and they normally sort it. It's normally a administrated error thingy or something. It happens.
Is it because D'Agostini's gone now down and they might be transferring everything over to the Fan Home portal?
It might be, but if there is, when anything ever happens, my first point of call always is don't go on the Facebook groups, don't do it, ring them up. That's the first thing you should always do. If there's a problem with your model, delivery, or not appearing on the portal, straight to fan home. Ring them up or email them. They're the first point of call you should always go to.
Yeah. Todd says he's doing the RB19 with D'Agostini.
Well, fan home.
Fan home, yeah. Well, no, if you signed up at the beginning, it would have been D'Agostini.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have said that if you originally signed up for it, it would still be through D'Agostini. If you sign up now, it'd be through fan home. There's no different, but there is a name change, as I said. But yeah.
Burgess says, I have a book of plans for an electric 5-inch gauge locomotive, but I'm not building it until I get a garage and a lathe and other machining stuff.
Yeah.
That's another thing with wooden builds. You do have to get sort of a lot more tools involved than just putting together kits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. There's only so much they can give you in terms of material.
Yeah.
Kits, and so there is some bit, especially I think there's a lot of sanding involved.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Will says, I like the U-Gears and Roker builds. We'll be doing the Roker space shuttle again on a Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
They are good kits. They're getting very popular now, the wooden Roker kits and stuff.
They are, yeah. I've there's a few garden centres near me that actually sell the whole range. And I was I've been in there a few times. It was years. They started selling them for years, but I remember when they first appeared, I was like, "Ooh, that's a bit of a thing." But they have the whole range in them. So yeah.
Burgess says, on the other hand, machining is more accessible with small CNC mills like the Cavera, etc., and 3D printing. Yeah. That's another thing as well. You got to think a lot of the model building stuff. You can 3D print stuff now. So it's sort of years ago there was nothing like that, and it was all hands-on. So little wooden figures were made by hand, and now you can just put it into a program and 3D print it.
Yeah, and it like I was saying, it goes on that thing that people want stuff now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to sit there fiddling about. They want it there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all sort of goes into that sort of easy accessibility stuff.
Yeah. Andy Carroll says, well, at last, Vader Pack 8 being paid and will be with me second week in December. Yay. Mine got dispatched last week.
Yours was dispatched last week?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should get it this week. I mean, you've got to think it's the 1st of December tomorrow.
Well,
so,
yeah. And guys, I will be decorating in here for Christmas, not like last year.
Yeah, well, there's going to be some bits up in here as well, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I've got my Christmas hat. Hang on. I haven't got it yet because it's not Christmas time, but I have got it. Here's my hat that I always wear.
So, yeah, I will be decorating in here a little bit. Make it a bit Christmassy. Yeah. Don't know what yet, but, I'll figure that out. I'll probably do it tomorrow, so I'll figure that out soon. Todd says, D'Agostini Portal and Fan Home Portal are still separate, just selling on Fan Home only now. Right, yeah. Yeah, they did say, if I remember rightly, I think they did say, I can't remember precisely, but I think they said that there will be a merger where everything will go over eventually. Yeah. At the moment, it's still separate. That's correct. It is still separate, but I think there will be a merger over at some point. I think they did mention it. I think it was on one of their customer service pages. Right. So, but it is still separate. You still have. That was it. You still have. If you access your account, it will still be with D'Agostini, and Fan Home will still be separate. Yeah. But I think at some point they're going to merge it all over. Well, they did the same with Model Space and D'Agostini. Yes. Because I had a model with Model Space, and I was doing the X-Wing with D'Agostini before it all went under. So it was. I was doing the Hummer via Model Space and the X-Wing via D'Agostini, and that was two different portals. Yeah. I haven't got anything on me here to look at, but I'm pretty sure there was a post
a while ago in an email as well, that they'll be separate for a while, but they will eventually merge over. So eventually, I think people that access the D'Agostini portal will move over, so it's in the fan home portal.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's not a guarantee, but I think that's what their plan is.
David Hawley says, Kev, I did enjoy your video of the skyline, but not the music. Not a fan, sorry.
Yeah, I did put the sort of music in the back of it because the skyline is, it's part of the club scene. It's part of the racing scene. It's all about the music.
Some people like videos like that. Some people find it distracting.
I did put it on, and I did turn the volume right down, so it's very faint in the background. But yeah, I'll take that on board. Yeah.
So
I don't plan to do it very often. It was just because there was a lot of parts where I was doing where I didn't say anything.
Right.
And I find sometimes when it goes quiet, you're like, it's gone a bit quiet. So having a little music in the background just keeps the pace going a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't do it very often. I don't use the background music very often. So
yeah, I could just do two, one with background music and one with no background music.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Then people can choose.
Yeah.
Or put a poll out there about the background.
Yeah, maybe for the new year. So I'm thinking of doing things differently in the new year anyway, in sort of how many stuff I post and that, because I'm getting really big numbers on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok when I do all these little shorts.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of continuing that trend where I build the part and then do a little short as well on what I've done or what's in the box and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Bird just says, Fan Home Portal now has a D'Agostini button.
Ah, there you go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Todd says, my RB19 is still showing up on my D'Agostini portal. Then he also says, and the shipping email still said D'Agostini. They probably have a lot to do to convert everything over to Fan Home.
I'm almost certain it was going to take a year.
It did take a couple of weeks to sort out the website, and there's still stuff turning up on it.
Yeah, I think the merger is still gonna take a while. Let's put it that way. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll be done. It will all be done. But it takes time. It just takes time.
Yeah. Bird just says, my train plans is a lot of steel machining and welding.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I can do.
What, welding?
Yeah. I actually know how to weld.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a technique to it. There's I suppose it's a bit like soldering, but on a bigger level.
It is, but I've welded things in the past and I know how to do it. I also know never weld without any eye care.
Yeah.
Because I burnt my eyes.
Yeah, well, you can't. Yeah.
I just thought, just look away.
Yeah, I know loads of people who do welding and they look away. And
I was in absolute agony for about 24 hours.
Wow.
My eyes were burning. And in the end, I actually booked an optician's appointment just to make sure I had not damaged my eyes.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Said, no, you just scorched them.
That's lucky.
Yeah. So I did the mistake of not wearing eye protection while welding, and it's not fun at all.
Like I said, I know a load of people who do welding, and I think the technique is to put a shield on, but I think most people just look away. I think it's quicker, especially when you're doing the quick ones. I think it's just quicker to do that.
Or if you get one of them masks, as soon as it's bright, it changes.
Yeah.
But don't do it, guys. It's dangerous. Oh, we've got John Picardin who says, "Hi both. Are you going to mod your Dalek?" I think that's what you, Kev.
I'm not. I always keep my models normally stock.
Right.
there are some mods coming out for it. I do know that through Horlicks, but at the moment I'm not. But that could change.
Right.
I would love to. I would love to paint it. Maybe do it black, like Dalek Tech. That's what I would like. But at the moment, I always tend to keep it stock. So.
Right. Burgess says another challenge is to modernise the electrics and construction. Yeah. Mark's Hobby says my fan home stuff is on D'Agostini, but my RB19 is nowhere to be seen. So I think it's just best contact Mark's Hobbies. Glitch.
Yeah, so sometimes that has happened to me where a collection's disappeared. And normally it's just something that happens, like a glitch or something.
Yeah.
But always contact them.
Andy Carroll says, I like Mark's music. Well, I mean a few moments later. Well, yeah. When I have to cut the video. Gotta have a bit of SpongeBob in there.
Yeah.
Oh, got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what the connection between SpongeBob and Slipknot is?
No.
The lead singer of Slipknot is the guy that sung the SpongeBob theme tune.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a bit of information.
Yeah.
Will's Workshop says, I have never been a fan of background music. So it is a bit divided, really.
Yeah, it is very divisive. And like I said, I've not used it very often. But when I did the Skyline, there was lots of parts where I was quiet because I was obviously, screwing stuff in or doing something. So it was a lot of dead air is what they call it.
Right.
And so putting in the music sort of stopped that dead air.
Yeah.
So.
Spice Brew says, I have background music in my vids.
Yeah.
It's not very loud, though, in Spice Brews.
Yeah. When I put it on there, I did turn it right down just enough so when I'm talking you can hear me perfectly, but you can hear the music in the background. Yeah. I think it was the tone of the music because it was more of a club beat to it. Yeah. It's more of what it was in with what Too Fast Too Furious is all about and obviously the car culture at the time as well because it was all about music. It's why I had those subs in the back and everything was about how loud you could get it. Yeah. So
Will's Workshop says, I do, however, occasionally use it to fill voids in audio.
There you go.
There you go.
I
don't mind it. It can be a little bit distracting, but I don't mind it when people speed up videos.
Yeah. I see if you watch the video, it's the background music is only when I'm building. So at the start when I'm talking, it's not there. When Kirsty sees the car and at the end we don't use it. It's only where, like I said, there was a few moments where I'm building it where there was dead audio. There's nothing. I weren't talking. There was nothing going on. So it was just to fill that void.
Are we open a jar of Marmite here where you either love it or you hate it?
Yeah, I think it is that point. I think some people like it, some people don't. Yeah. And I don't use it very often. No. And I have used it on a few of my videos, but it's not something I normally do. Yeah. Just because of how quick the cuts are when I'm making something. So I tend to cut bits. So there isn't that much dead air, but there was on that one. So, it's not for everyone.
You see, for me, that'd be even more time editing, and it already takes me ages to do it because obviously I put pictures of the instructions up on the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Which,
I also find the more that you add to when converting it, the longer it takes.
Yeah, but I don't mind that because I've got a pretty good computer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
really good internet.
It's preference and stuff, but if I leave it basic, it does take quite quickly to edit down, sort of thing. So if I'm adding other stuff, it takes a long time.
Mine take a while anyway because I upload mine in 4K. So
yeah,
it does take that longer.
Yeah.
Todd says, and their website cookie system is kind of a mess. Try opening each portal separately, incognito mode, so it is fresh info.
Yeah, I find it can be a bit glitchy sometimes opening the website, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I have to close it down or log back out and then log back in for it to work and stuff like that. But yeah, they always tell you to clear your cookies and then do it. But then that should be something that you should do with quite a lot of stuff you do online anyway.
Yeah. So I always find it's the adware tracking cookies that's the problem.
Yeah, it could also be internet history because that builds up, and if that builds up too much, it can muck up some certain things as well. So
yeah. Burgess says the same. I'm trying logging out and back in. Yeah. We've got Ken Fairclough who says, Kev, what happened to your Hornby TT120 project?
Ah, good you brought that up. It's coming in the new year. 100% it's coming. There's a lot of stuff coming for that. There's a lot of stuff here already for that. So yeah,
my model railway will be coming back next year. Well, will be coming next year. I've just got to wait for the eldest to move to his own home, and yeah, I can have the place where we want to have it in the living room ready to go.
Yeah,
but at the moment it's full of his stuff. So
yeah, come January, videos are going to be up and they're going to be coming quite quick because I've got lots of stuff. I've got to get on with that. So 100% that's coming.
Yeah. Burgess says, I've got enough hobbies to fill a few aircraft hangars.
I think most of us have. I collect a lot of stuff, really. I think most of us are like that. So
yeah, Julie's like that. She collects loads of stuff, and I'm like, oh god. remember 20 years ago when we hardly had anything, and it was all minimalistic.
Yeah, I've got
that anymore.
I mean, look, I've got, I collect my models. I've got Hot Toys, Funko Pops, Star Trek ships, Transformers. There's one here. So they're about. There's one there. I've got a Frankenstein one.
Trust me, okay, we've seen your living room and the amount of stuff you have in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. I do like little. I'm a geek. I like all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got the Terminator, the Alien in there, and everything else. So yeah.
Burgess says, I might get a welder next year to fix a few cars.
Okay.
What kind of welder? MIG, TIG, ARC?
Yeah, there's loads.
There's loads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think TIG welding is the hardest, though.
Yeah.
I think that's where skill is in welding. And mine was an arc welder. So,
yeah.
But I have had a go on a MIG welder. That was pretty cool. Will's Workshop says, I use background music in my Agora video, but mainly because it was a voiceover. That was fine. I think it's when you're trying to do an instruction video that some people don't like the background music.
Yeah.
Or it can be quite distracting.
Yeah, I think it's the type of music that you can use and stuff like that. I think some people like you're saying, it's a bit like Marmite, isn't it? Some people like it and some people don't. It just depends. Yeah. Like I said, I only used it because there was a lot of that dead air.
Yeah.
And I don't normally do it, so it's not something I normally do.
My thing with background music is I've put music to things in the past, and then a year or a couple of months later, somebody copyrights it.
Yes.
And you get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
And you're like, right, now we're going to go in there, edit that out and get it all sorted. And if you do it through a YouTube editor, it takes an absolute length of time. So, yeah, it's not great when you think you've got, because the program I use for, editing my videos is Cyberlink Power Director.
Yeah.
And they have loads of music on there that's, you can use. But then what happens is it's happened before, a couple of months down the line, somebody's bought a copyright to that piece of music I used.
Yeah.
And it's
does Restream have background music as well?
Yes.
I know Streamlabs used to as well. They used to have sort of like a generic background
Well,
music.
look at how many people are getting copyrighted for having the music on when they're online gaming.
Yeah, I've had that a few times when it's come on and I've got in and I've played the game and I've got into a car and the stereo's come on it.
Mm.
When I've been playing like Watchdog or something,
Yeah.
and it's giving me a strike. But I have been getting lately videos that I did 6-7 years ago coming up with copyright strikes, and I'm like, why is it taking you this long?
Yeah.
What's all that about?
It's so risky doing it now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bird just says, I guess I'm collecting 1-1 cars now. And also says, probably a MIG welder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then says, depends. Also says, ordering spare parts from abroad ain't cheap. No. D says, TIG welding is hard. Try aluminium. Too long on one spot, you burn through. Yeah. It's an art, but I know TIG welding is one of the hardest to actually do.
Yeah.
It really is an art form. But if you can master that, wow, its possibilities are endless, really.
Yeah.
Will's Workshop says, got a new toy for the workshop. Creativity K1 Max 3D printer. Wow.
Nice.
D says, I never mind background music. There you go. So
yeah, I think it is there is like 50-50 to it. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah. Will says, I use Suno music, all owned by me.
Yeah, that's what I use as well.
Right.
So that's what created my theme song thing that I do at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what created the background music for it.
I'll tell you one thing. You remember when you created the intro and outro for the podcast?
Yes.
The outro got copyrighted.
Oh.
I got a copyright strike on the outro for that.
Well, we're not using it now anyway, but
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that outro got copyrighted for me because it came up with it the next day. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how you do it, how they copyright stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Burgess says, need to fix a rusted Carina E trunk floor and reclose the top of the camper. John says, have ever of you thought of building an arcade machine?
No, I haven't.
Really?
I haven't thought about building an arcade machine, no.
I've never thought about that either. Never crossed my mind.
I know you can. There's a lot of I mean, I've got a little computer console thing with an emulator on it, which has got everything. And I did build a mini arcade, didn't I? With proper sort of boxes and stuff. So I did do that.
David Holly says, gonna say goodnight, guys, before we run out of time. Cracking stream, guys. See you all next week. Take care, guys. Thank you, David.
Cheers, David.
Excuse me. And then D says, well, before you go, good night, Mark and Kev, until next week. Tomorrow night, question mark.
Yes. Yeah, I should be on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, gaming. Then we don't have anyone for the podcast at the minute. So it's coming up for Christmas. I didn't expect there to be too much, so.
Burgess says, I think the Carina E was built in Yorkshire. I'll have to look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll have to look at that. And I'm caught up with chat at the moment, which is good.
See, years ago, back in the day, when I used to fix my own cars, there used to be like scrappies about, but they're not about anymore.
Right.
A lot of the scrap yards are all closed down. We used to have quite a lot where we live, and I think there's only one now. There used to be like 5 or 6. They've just all closed down.
Yeah.
And that's where I used to get a lot of my spare parts from.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Burgess says, night all. Dear Mark Bill says, been another great stream, guys. See you all on the next one. So, just watch this space on your channel next week, Kev.
Yeah. I should have the Snoopy on tomorrow.
Right.
But yeah, just watch it at the moment. There will be content.
Mm.
I will always have content on my channel every week. Just depends on how much and when.
Yeah.
But I will definitely have stuff. Yeah.
I may have a video tomorrow, may not have a video tomorrow, Titanic related, but that's all I'm going to say on that. Steve131 has come in saying, evening all. We're just about to leave, Steve, but welcome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might have a Titanic video tomorrow, I may not. It's Titanic related, so
okay.
Wait and see. But yeah, so thank you everybody for your comments as always. I'll just get these last one in. Here's World of Model says, night guys, great stream, enjoying all your videos, great work, keep it up. Thank you, Ian.
Cheers, Ian.
And so yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for your comments as always. We'll be back same place, same time next weekend. Just leaves me to say, I've been Mark.
I've been Kev.
And we'll catch you all next week, guys. Bye.
See you later, guys.
Bye.